Martina, Shawnae, thank you so much for joining me in Insurer TV.
Thank you for having us.
Many of our viewers will know what OIP does, but for those who don't, I wondered if one of you could discuss what the firm does and how it helps to boost the performance of firms that sign on to the company.
Yeah, I think what we essentially do is we provide underwriting support. And we partner with carriers and wholesalers throughout the industry. And because we teach and learn throughout the organization, we're able to impart that to them and help them upscale their employees while we're supporting them in the non-revenue generating tasks that exist throughout the policy life cycle. So they can focus on just underwriting and relationships and getting in new business and all of the core duties that they should be doing.
Much of what we're hearing at WSIA has to do with technology. I'm hearing a lot of talk about how technology is filtering into the business. Can you discuss how technology is being utilized at the company and how it is helping clients?
There are two parts of our business. Both are supporting underwriting of the E&S segment. One is on the manual processing side, on the back office processes, and the other one is on technology. So how and why are we successful at it is because our technology staff is insurance educated and actually came from the business and processed the business manually and then enhanced the processes with the technology. So in our service offerings, we have both services and solutions. It's the idea is to automate the tasks that don't need to be processed by individuals, by underwriting assistants or underwriters, so they can focus on generating new revenue, or whichever process is going to make their life easier is what we do.
One of the big buzzwords in the industry and everywhere today is artificial intelligence, AI. I wonder if you can discuss how OIP is using AI or plans to use it in the future.
Well, AI and technology in general is a little scary. Yes. So that's what we hear a lot during this conference and in our conversations with the clients. But it's only scary if it's not being understood. So what we do and what we're passionately committed to is to humanize the technology experience and explain to our clients and to the entire industry how and why can AI and all other tools actually help them processing their business.
Shawnae, we are seeing record attendance at WSIA this year. So many people, lots of energy in all the rooms. Can you tell us what you're hearing?
Yeah, I feel that energy too. I think we're hearing a lot of discussions around remarketing, capacity. That's a struggle. What they were able to renew with the incumbent, now they're having to shop, and it's happening especially in the middle market segment. And then still staffing. It's hard to recruit and retain employees, and I think that's just why it's so critical that you have the right people in the right role.
Martina, I wonder if you can tell us a little bit more about your Insurtech startup.
OIP Robotics is created with the idea of supporting and elevating E&S industry. We are working with both carriers and wholesalers and also Insurtech companies. So I mentioned that we do provide services and products. So all of our products are specifically designed for the E&S industry. Because previously a lot of companies have been having a silver bullet approach, if you will. And what we realized is that not one size fits all. So also for our customers, they don't need to pay for something that they're not going to use. They don't need a fancy system that is, not applicable, maybe applicable to their customer or to their competitor or their client, but it's not applicable to them. So all of our solutions are specifically designed for the E&S industry. And those include insurance-specific CRM, data scraping software, and we have a border management system, and we're also building a custom-made agency management system for one of our clients. On the services side, it is quite similar to the back office processing, where we have our skilled team members who are an extension of our client staff. So they work together in the synergy with their IT teams. So think about all different levels of software developers, data architects, data scientists, those unicorn type of roles, So what we provide to our clients is the domain knowledge in these professionals, because they know technology and they know insurance as well. So this is how we're able to provide successful results and deliver them to our clients.
Amazing. I often wonder if we look 10 years down the line, if we'll even know how much technology will be able to have transformed this industry. If we look 10 years down the road, this industry may look very, very different thanks to technology.
I agree, and I'm really excited to see what the technology is going to bring to us, because we as an industry, I think we're really adaptable to change, and we are very reactive. But what I would like us to be at is be proactive and use technology to solve all of the problems that we're talking about at this conference and over the past couple of months. So the difference between supply and demand and capacity, technology can help solving that. We're talking about the challenges with finding the right talent. Technology can fix that, because it's going to minimize or even eliminate entirely the redundant tasks.
Yeah.
Think about the risk modeling and the predictions for all of the cat events. Would we be able to do that without technology?
No.
Not really. And also, missed opportunities. Do we know what are we writing, and do we know what are we not writing? This is how the new lines of coverage are being identified, because we don't really pay attention to the missed opportunities and what additional business could be written on the books.
Yeah, we're in such a niche segment, right, of insurance, and we have to be able to be creative and figure out how to write the business that comes into us. And I think when you apply the technology and remove a lot of the things that the underwriters get bogged down with, it does free them up to where they are able to be more creative and figure out, okay, it's not that I have to stop writing this entire class of business or line of business, but it's this characteristic that is adverse to it being profitable. And so, like Martina said, you don't have to have that knee-jerk reaction. You can respond proactively and wisely, and just that's what we want to do, is just elevate the industry in any way that we can. And that's, I think, a great starting point.
I think education is the key to sort of suppressing any kind of fear that's out there. The more people know about how technology can assist their business, the more open they're going to be to it, I would imagine.
Yeah, you're spot on. And like I said, technology can be scary if not understood right, but it is very important that the technology company and people involved understand the niche of our business.
Right.
Yeah, having that expertise and the talent. And I think, a lot of our employees on the robotics side for OIP Robotics actually spent time on the desk, right? So they understand the flow of the business. They understand the challenges. And so we're building the technology with that in mind. We're not losing that perspective. And then when we're partnering with more clients in the industry, that broadens our perspective, right? We're able to take all of those lessons that we've learned and apply it to our own products and our own solutions, and then share that with more clients.
Also, because our client base is so diverse, we work with the wholesalers, with the carriers, with the TPAs, with the inspection companies, with retail agents, and with Insurtech companies too. We're able to look at the industry holistically and have that approach of sharing industry best practices with our clients, because we're able to put ourselves in their shoes and understand how are they thinking and what they want to accomplish. When you look at that from the technology perspective, it is very important to know not just the back end, how something is going to function, but also the front end. That user experience is so incredibly important. And we're able to do that with our qualified insurance and technology staff.
Well, Martina, Shawnae, thank you so much for joining me on Insurer TV.
Thank you. It was a
Thank you
pleasure.
for having us.